Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Bit of a different video here for you today. This is just a major update. I thought I'd keep you all in the loop as to what's been going on. Jaeger Precision has been a journey, and I initially started it when I still was at Bespoke Airsoft, and when I was at Bespoke Airsoft, I was getting caught up in the day to day. My day to day changed, so I wasn't working on guns as much. I was still doing the video content, but I was stuck behind a desk, and my obsession and passion of airsoft was kind of being suppressed by the business. So I started Jaeger Precision to, allow me to have that passion, that obsession for airsoft, but do like very wacky different things, whether it was Cerakote, laser engraving, custom builds, you know, manufacturing parts, you name it. Jaeger Precision was my outlet for my obsession. And then fast forward years later, which was just over 3 years ago now, I left Bespoke, which you're all aware of. Still, I get emails from companies and such wanting to get in touch with me. But yeah, since then I have nothing more to do with Bespoke. Um, all left on good terms, nothing bad at all. I just left to pursue a different path. So I poured a lot of my time into Bespoke Airsoft for a long time. And I think when I looked, the business was doing very well. Taking it from a very small company that was doing a couple of £1,000 a month to a multi-million pound business sounds great, but what I found was that I was no better off in my day to day, and I've had my struggles. Many of you all know me and my ex partner Amanda. We had so many struggles to going with her with her cancer treatment, and it was a massive roller coaster. Living paycheck to paycheck, in an enormous amount of debt because of that and various other things, just trying to stay afloat and getting towards where Bespoke was becoming very profitable. I was still in the same situation where you have to sort of look at yourself and go, well, how better off am I compared to 8, 10 years ago? So I'm sure many of you know this story anyway. I got offered a job back in the motor trade, and I decided to make a change, get my life back, because I was spending 24/7, not only as part of Bespoke, doing like all the website stuff, making sure that the company ran smoothly, the marketing, the videos, just everything. Being in the shop, I was traveling 6 hours a day. That was my commute down to our store in Slough, which has since moved, but it was a lot. And I was lying there most nights just unable to sleep, just because of the stress and worry about the business and about my financial situation. So I was actually moving house, and my brother called me. He's part of my two brothers' own Car 360, which you'll have seen in many different videos where I'm wearing the Car 360. They offered me a role. They knew how good I was in my technical ability. Would I be interested in learning this role? Which I went into a specialised role, which was paintless dent repair. Again, I haven't really spoke about this all too much. So if you don't know what paintless dent repair is, it's basically you going in and taking out damage on vehicles without having to paint the panels. So I kind of got thrown into that. I got offered a very good salary, um, and learned the trade. I did do courses and such. I know this is very boring for some of you, but there's a point to my story here. Did a couple of courses such. They give you the basics, but then took the next 3 years up until this point to not only learn but hone the craft and become very proficient at it. And during that time, that business got very very busy. So my workflow is constantly going up and up and up. And during this time, because I'm now working in like a 9 to 5 job, and I'm not having to work weekends and such, I was then being able to put more time into Jaeger Precision. Whether it was just the videos that started it out of, we had the old website, then we moved to the new website. The new website launched just under a year ago now, and I've been running on the old website for a while, selling bits and pieces. The whole period at this time, all the money that had been coming into Jaeger Precision through the website had been retained by that by the business. Everything that was coming in was retained, but I was also putting my own money into Jaeger Precision to try and build it up and step it up further, whether that was me purchasing the replicas for reviews and stuff like that, or purchasing replicas for R&D and design, and making bits and pieces for them. And it was kind of just like something done in the background, but then it was becoming more and more busy. So during, I'd say, year 2 of me in the PDR trade and doing Jaeger Precision when I was at home, it started to get very, very busy, to the point then where I was running 2 full-time jobs, basically a full-time salary job in the PDR in the motor trade, and the second full-time job, which I was doing as soon as I got home till like 1-2 o'clock in the morning every single day. However, that secondary job of mine, which was my passion, which I was trying to build up, wasn't paying me anything. So if anything, I was putting money in, and over the course of the last 3 years, I think I've put in about just over £100,000 of my own money, just trying to grow the business. The last 10 months or so, last 10 or 12 months, Jaeger Precision went limited, and we launched a new website late last year. And since then, the growth has just gone through the roof. Still investing a lot of money into Jaeger Precision. We did, various products that, took the business to new levels, and the business has done very well over the past 10 months. During the past 10 months, where the business has done very well, I've been sitting at home on an evening, packing parcels, trying to do the videos for you guys, which some of you appreciate. Most of you appreciate, some people don't. Still spending a lot of money on these replicas to try and review for you guys. It was starting to get a bit much, and I think I started to really resent my day job, and I really wasn't in the right frame of mind for it. I was just not happy at work. I was still turning up to work and doing my job, exceeding in my workflow, but my mind was just switched off to it. So we have a new project that's going to be launching over the next week. The most ambitious project for Jaeger Precision to date, but not the most ambitious project we have in the works, if that makes sense. So that's going to be coming to light over the next week, and that will be announced. Very, very interesting indeed. I think a lot of you guys will like it. So I had gone to my employer, my brothers, and basically said I want to take some time away from work. This project is massive. It's going to take me about 4 or 5 weeks to put together. Now the parts have been machined and such like that, and things have come in, packaging, stuff like that. They're not really in a position where they could lose me. So in my head, I've been building up to this for a long time. I think it's about time that I take the leap. It's a bit of a leap of faith, to seeing if I can do Jaeger Precision full time. I think it's at the turning point where it can be. Now it's going to be a struggle for me. There's going to be some cutbacks that I need to do just so, I'm not pulling too much from the business, even though the business owes me a massive amount of money. You have to be careful. You have to grow it. It's got to grow upon each month. It's still got to earn money to be sustainable. But then now I will be taking, I suppose to start with, taking my money back, and then eventually being, employed by my own business. So this is where it all changes. I think not having the drawbacks of having a 9 to 5 job as well, not only physically draining, but mentally draining as well. I wasn't happy there at all. I think this happens. I've been in a few roles like this in the past, and some of you might be able to relate to it, where when you've had a bit of a taste of something better, it's very hard to carry on doing what you've been doing for the past few years. So that is the big update. I know it's a massive history lesson on me, but my style. I like to keep you all in the loop. So this is the start of a new era for me, going into Jaeger Precision full time. Hopefully since leaving and starting, all my time into Jaeger Precision, I thought I was going to have all this free time. That hasn't happened because of the product launch that's going to be going on this coming week, which I'm very excited about, which we'll be revealing to you very soon. But many other big projects in the works as well, things that have been going on for years. So hopefully now it frees up my time and gives me the ability to do that, and we can progress further and just keep trudging forward. So thank you very much for your support over these past 3 years. It's been a massive roller coaster. I have tried my best to do videos for you guys every day. Sometimes that doesn't pan out. Either it's a case of just being completely burnt out, or just forgetting to do the upload, or just take it, just acknowledging, going, you know what, I'm going to take a day or two. So hope you appreciated the content. It's not going to stop. If anything, it's going to increase, depending on what my time flows like. So thank you for your support as always. It's heavily appreciated, and I hope you can support me in this new venture. Not a new venture, but in this new page of the book, and hopefully it all works out, and I'm not living on the streets homeless if it all goes tits up. But thank you very much for watching as always. Hopefully you don't mind this update video, and I hope you enjoy the things that we've got coming for you this coming week. So thanks very much for tuning in. As always, from me and Bench, we'll be seeing you in the next video.